Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Jesse, doing a quick tutorial for some of the folks over at the CRV page. They were asking me if I could demonstrate how to use do the vector intersect technique when the vector is larger than your text. And there's lots of techniques on how to do this because Matt already has a few videos out there that I think are pretty straightforward. I thought um, this is probably the easiest way if you want to just think of it as an extension of Matt's video. So just going to demonstrate here that first of all, I'll also demonstrate that I'm using a vector that has two colors. I think some folks on the CRV page asked, how do you do it if you use multiple colors? Well, I treat it as the same. I mean, I use Matt's video and it works exactly the same. The only thing I do differently is I just group it together, and otherwise it functions the same. So here we have a heart and it's two colors and it's already been magic trapped. If I click on there, you see how there's an overlap there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and group that. And over here I've got some text that I typed out in impact font, and I've already adjusted the spacing on there, but as you can see it's still a text. I could still type if I wanted to. And so I've got two texts, one here, and I'm going to select them both, and I'm going to right click and convert to curves. And then now what I want to do is place my vector where I want it. And actually, I know I'm going to be overlapping some. So here's the technique that I thought would be pretty easy for anybody that already knows how to do it. It's basically you just grab your square tool and you're going to draw a square wherever you think it's going to go beyond the text. So I know I'm only going to go above the text on the top. But if you had a large vector that went over on the top and the bottom, then you would just draw another square down here. And you just kind of want to keep your spacing the same. So as you can see, I've got one here on top, one here on the bottom. I'm not doing anything on the bottom, so I'm not going to use this one. I'll just go ahead and delete that. And I'll make the square the same color as my text. And then all I'm going to do here is I'm going to select everything, my text and the square. So when you're doing this technique, think of it as this square is just another piece of text, another line of text. So just select all three rows of text, right click, and I was telling folks to combine, but actually I noticed that if you do a group, it pretty much works the same, and it's easier this way. So all I did was select it all and right click group. So then take your vector and place it where you want it. And make sure it's sitting up on top of the text. And I like to select it all and hit my C on my keyboard, and that kind of centers everything. So here I've got it, and kind of want it to sit so that point on the A can be noticed. So I've got it there, and so from this point forward it's exactly like Matt's video. I'm going to select my object, I'm going to do a contour to the outside. I'm going to use 0.06. I'm going to do one island fill to the outside, no stones, and I'm just going to turn that yellow just for my own, I like to visually know where my offsets are at. So here I select my vector, which is the one that I started off with, and it's grouped. So I select that, and then I select my text, and then I want to go to Object, Shaping, Intersect, and then you're done with this. You can pretty much delete it, and then you take your yellow and your text do a shift click. I'm sorry, I haven't been telling you that, but yeah, you select the contour and then you shift click, select the pink text, go to object, shaping, and trim, and you're done with that. Now what you're left with is again pretty much exactly like Matt's tutorial. The only difference here is that I've got the inside here. I know it's two colors. You see that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup it. And then I had the outside in black. I think I had the inside in a lighter shade of pink. Okay. And now a lot of the folks, this is where Matt's video ends. I mean, this is the end of doing the vector intersect technique. A lot of the folks are asking me, well, how do I get rid of this square here? Well, if you group them, all you got to do is ungroup. So select the text, right click, ungroup objects, click on the part of the square that you no longer need, and then delete it. And there you go, you're pretty much done. And if we come in here and take a look, you'll notice that the magic trap still is there. Nothing happened to it. So that's the way you can take an object, do the vector intersect, and have it extend beyond the text. So if you have any questions, hit us up on the CRV page. Thank you.